Hello, I'm High Heel Knight. This is my Borderlands pitch meeting reaction. I've seen a lot more video game movies worse than Borderlands, so I don't hate it as much as everybody else. But let's see what Ryan George has to say. 3, 2, 1.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. I was thinking we make a Borderlands movie.
Didn't bother to have the
weren't those games super popular like a decade ago? Why make that now? Well, sir, the best time to make a movie was 10 years ago. The second best time is 9 years ago? Well, yeah, that would have been better, but I'm doing like 8 years ago. Also good, but I'm doing a play on that quote, you know, about planting trees, how the best time was 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. Well, as you know, movies are trees, so I'm sold. So tell me about this thing. Right, so on the planet Pandora, we're gonna meet this guy, Roland, and in the game, he's like this big, serious soldier guy. We should get Kevin Hart to play him. Oh, that's kind of the exact opposite vibe of what I said. Yeah, then we could start the movie with a joke about his height. Okay, that is good, and I can't believe nobody's done that before, but Roland's like the straight man in this movie. Yeah, let's cast Kevin Hart as the serious character in a comedy action movie. Well, okay then. So Roland kidnaps this girl, Tiny Tina, from a prison, and then this other prisoner, Krieg, smashes through his glass cell and joins them. How is he even being held in a cell made of glass? Was that the first time he attempted that? Hey, shut up. So then on this other planet, we're gonna meet Lilith, who's like a young, rebellious bounty hunter. We should get Cate Blanchett to play her. Oh, she's great. Isn't she in her 50s? Yeah, great actress. Yeah, okay. And then there's this other young scientist lady named Tanis. Jamie Lee Curtis. She's in her 60s, right? Yes. Okay, look, sir, I just gotta come out and say this. Is that a little miscast? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. It's actually a little Mr. Cast. See, I gave him a little mustache and everything. Very cute. And great actor choices, by the way. Thank you. Anyway, so Lilith gets hired by this guy Atlas to go rescue his daughter Tina. Okay. So she goes to Pandora where she was born and meets this little robot Claptrap. And what's his deal? Well, I was thinking that with this character, we set out to make one of the most beloved comedy actors of our time into just the most annoying thing on the planet. Oh, sounds like a fun challenge. Let's get Jack Black to say grating things every 2 to 3 seconds. Just stuff that barely has anything to do with anything. That sounds perfect. And let's make it all the comedic equivalent of saying, well, that just happened. Amazing. So they track down Tina, and turns out she doesn't want to be rescued, and now she's teamed up with Roland and Krieg as well. Why is Roland protecting her? He's a rogue mercenary soldier. Yeah, why did he go rogue? Because that stack of paper seems kinda thin. Yeah, to be honest, I had one of those frickin' meet cutes on the way here. What? You know when you bump into a girl and your papers go flying everywhere and then you make eye contact as you're both getting up? Did you forget to pick up all the papers? I always forget to pick up a bunch of the papers after meet cutes. Well, that's okay. We don't really need to know why the characters do what they do. Okay, thank goodness. So what happens now? Okay, well now they've all decided to protect Tina and they're being pursued by Atlas's army led by this lady named Nox. Okay, so now we've got a fun team of outer space misfits, just like Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, that's always fun. You see, the trick to a good Guardians of the Galaxy vibe is to make all the characters just kinda jerky. And make sure they have good, funny chemistry together, I guess. Whoa, easy there. I can't do both those things. Sorry. You're trying to get me to walk and chew gum at the same time over here, and I won't stand for it. I apologize. We'll just stick to one of those two things, whichever you think is the most important. The unlikable one. So they're gonna do funny stuff, you know, they're gonna drive through a field of urine. Pea fields are tight, so what are they trying to accomplish anyway? Oh, well, see, there's this vault that contains powerful, it's stuff that makes you powerful. Whoa, but you need 3 keys to open it. Oh, so they need to find 3 keys? Well, they already have 1 key and they just kind of stumble on another, and supposedly Tina is the 3rd key. What do you mean? There's this prophecy that the 3rd key is supposed to be the daughter of this ancient race from Pandora, and she's been genetically engineered to be that. Oh, so Atlas wants to use her to become vaguely powerful. Exactly. So the good guys need to make it to the vault before he can get into... Oh, they probably shouldn't be heading there. That's fine. So they're gonna encounter several obstacles along the way, which will happen, legally making this a movie. What kind of things? They're gonna have to go through this sewer type area where maybe they'll fall in toxic waste or something. Oh. Yeah, you know how in video games sometimes you gotta go through an area? This is an area and they're gonna go through it. Video game adapted. And since guns are a huge thing in the game, there are gonna be several big gunfights. Oh, tell me about those. Well, picture this, sir. Shots of the characters firing bullets off screen and a shaky camera movement and then another shot of a character falling. Well, I can only assume that the bad guys are being hit by those bullets. Exactly, although it will be hard to say, again, because of the shaky cam. Very exciting. Maybe. So then what happens? So eventually everybody gets to the vault, but turns out Tina's not the key. It's Lilith. Oh. Which is a big twist. Oh. Oh! That's better. And then there's gonna be this moment where that lady Nox, she switches sides. How come? I'm not sure, but she's killed instantly. Oh. Okay, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really affect anything in any way, but there are worse ways to spend 30 seconds of screen time, I guess. So now Lilith has to defend everybody from Atlas's army. Is that gonna be hard to do? Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because since she's the chosen one, she now turns into a big old firehawk and saves the day. Isn't that the power she has in the game? Yeah, so fans of the game won't be surprised and non-fans of the game won't know what that's about. Basically, yeah. Who is this movie for? Who is this movie for? Sir, I'll tell you who this movie's for. This movie's for that little boy who's a fan of Borderlands, and he's always wondered why there's no movie. But he's not such a fan that he knows all this stuff, because he'd get pretty mad about the weird decisions we're making, but he's aware, vaguely. He's got a vaguely positive feeling about Borderlands as a concept. And maybe that's enough to buy a ticket. That's who this movie's for. Wow. Well said. The thing is, I'm not sure that boy exists. Well, then we might be in some trouble here. Hi, this is Ryan George from The Thing You Just Watched. Please enjoy this slideshow from The Thing You Just Watched.
Oh, goodness. Well, I never played the Borderlands games, so I just watched the movie as a movie, and I thought it was fine. Look, anyone that says that Borderlands is the worst video game movie of all time has not seen any video game movie by Uwe Boll. Those are crimes against cinema. Well, this pitch meeting was fantastic, as always. That was my reaction. Like button, subscribe, comment, share, find inspiration everywhere.